everybody. Well, today you can see we have the tarpaulin, the raincoat on the boat here. But what we're doing, because when we made this tarpaulin, we didn't have the exhaust here and we didn't have the steering rod here. So the tarpaulin was not the right size and the holes weren't in the right place. So now we've had the tarpaulin modified. We had it cut here and add a piece on here that's got a little pocket for the muffler here, and we got to put these little clips on. Like we just put this one on here. As you see, we missed. What it is we the first one we did, this one's too close to a 2x4 and you can't put the nut on, so we had to shift it down about a ½ inch. We'll just fill these holes with epoxy. So the next one we're going to put right here next to, and you can see we lined up the hole so it just clips on. And then the next one we'll put back here somewhere on the side of the boat. Same thing, these little hoops here, we're putting these on. So anyway, that's what we're up to today, and we got to do them on this side too, because like I said, we didn't have the steering rod. And see how high it lifts everything up? Yeah, quite high. And so now, and you got to maybe put one here. I don't know if there's 2x4s or what to put it there. We got all these in here. All these are in. All these guys are all in, all the way to the front. We're good all the way up there. We just got to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. We already put number 7 in there, so we should be good to go. We probably put matching one on the inside if we can. We couldn't with this one here because one side went through a 2x4 and the other side went through the thin part of the wall, and so it wouldn't work like that. Things are not so easy to get off, which is good, because if somebody wants to mess with your boat, they're going to have a challenge. But anyway, these sharp points here, see on here, they got really sharp points there, right there, and that gets hung on everything. These little sharp, and I'm not focusing well, but anyway, there, we got to focus there. Yeah, they got sharp points, so it snags especially on this tarpaulin, and it snags on the hooks and all that. So I guess that's theft prevention of some sort, theft difficulty, make it difficult for them. So anyway, that's what we're doing. So I'm going to get busy with that, and we'll be back with more. Finishing up the raincoat snaps. Paradise. Okay, looks like we got her. I mean, we've got them all drilled and in place, but they're see, these other ones we've already, well, when we painted, we just painted over them so you can see the ones that are already installed. But we got epoxy. We got to fill these holes with epoxy and fill the threads of the screws with epoxy and kind of screw them in through this way, actually, through the wood, so that the wood gets epoxied, the actual hole. And then this, of course, is the whole purpose. You got to flip this down. Then we got to clip these guys here onto like that. And then same thing here. Like, got to push it. There we go. Like that. This one here, flip it like that. This one here's our ready clip, and that covers the steering arm. This is the part why we had to have this cut off and modify this. We extended this longer. We got a bit of a gap here that I don't like, but I don't think there's anything we can do about that. The rain's not, you're not gonna keep 100% of the rain out of a boat, but still, I'd like to. But this little gap area here actually drips down onto the back of the boat, but not inside. It's not lined up with the inside, but it'll still, rain could get in a few drops. And everything else is all buttoned up and ready for the rainstorm. Yeah, hopefully rain doesn't go in here too much. I mean, we can pull that down somehow. I don't know. figure something out. Maybe put a loop around here and clip this onto there. Clip both of these onto here, onto this. And it's that white paint off there. I don't want to come off. Get a razor blade, get that off. So anyway, we are all buttoned up. A little hole here where air can go through, but that's about it. So we're snug as a bug in a rug right now. So the rain could go in here, but we'll have the cross beams in here when it's not, or when it's in the ocean. It's got to have the cross beams in because we got to connect it. So that'll all be pretty well filled in. We may take a rope and tie from here and make a little clip or hook on here to clip it to. May well, but a little loop here to just pull that and clip it along with this rope here. We'll clip them both. This is the center line rope here. For some reason we're off center. Oh, because we put this on after we put this on. This is a rope that goes around the tip. But this should come off. This should go on. Then this should go through it. In fact, if we put it through here, that'd be cool, but not gonna work. So anyway, this is kind of like the ridge line here, and it would be where it's supposed to be, but again, that's just temporary how we put that. This is our ridge line here. This is the ridge line rope. So the water sheds off both sides. And I think we got a good watershed and covering all the things we need to cover as best as we can. You know what I mean? So there is the raincoat with all the clips. And now, like I said, we got to mix up some epoxy and start putting these in permanently. So we'll do that, and we'll be back with more. Of course, we did the same thing on this side. But my Paradise, I've been tying iron. See? Clips. Yeehaw. Paradise out. Let me get back here before I do the Paradise out. Paradise. There. Out. Yeah, well, we got it done. As you see, this is the earlier ones that we did, but we couldn't do these back ones because we had to redesign the tarpaulin to cover the exhaust pipe and the steering rod. So now we got the tarpaulin remade, and they just cut the kind of the back section off here, this little third or fourth or fifth or whatever the tarpaulin was, and just redid it according to my pattern I gave them. So now we got these guys on. So we put one on the inside and one on the outside, as you can see, inside and outside, just so if we need clips on the inside for rod and reels or whatever we want to clip, and or paddles or gaff, anything that we want to clip that we don't want to lose in the ocean, well, we can clip it on there. But on the outside, that's for the tarpaulin to clip and to snap on with. So we got them all on there, and they look good. This is the inside. This one we couldn't put a clip on the inside because it's uneven. It's a 2x4 and a 1x2. So we couldn't do that one. But all the other ones we did, even back here at the very back, we even put the clips in there. You never know when you want to clip something back there too. But all these clips are in, and we're ready to roll. At least ready to roll with that part. And we'll let these dry. Tomorrow we can paint them. We also may want to repaint some of this too. We got some runs you can see right there, and it real thin runs, but nonetheless it's a run. We may sand those off. Problem is the runs, the paint doesn't dry, and if you try to sand the run and it's wet, it just clogs up the. Honey, did you see this splatter? Yeah. It just clogs up the sandpaper, and it doesn't work no more. So we gotta let that dry somehow. So, or leave it alone. We'll just leave it alone. Our trampolines go here, so you really won't see it, but nonetheless, it'd be nice to handle it. So, we are good to go. We've got them on this side at the back, and we got them on this side at the back. And so, that's it for now. We're done for the day. Mission accomplished. The other thing we did that I don't know if you saw, but we fine-tuned this. Yesterday, we put this little guide in here. See, it did look like that, piece of wood like that, and then I drilled like a 3/4 inch hole through here, and then I took a saw and cut the top off so it made like a U. But this thing here now kind of snaps in. See that? It snaps in. So when you're riding, you're hitting waves, your steering doesn't fly out, because it can fly out. I mean, and go over here or something. Who knows? I don't know what it's going to do. But now it's locked in. So it snaps in, and it guides it too. So nice guide. Keeps it where it's supposed to be. Right here. This is where I will sit, in front of the engine. Right here, I'll have a seat here. And then this is my steering, and over there is my throttle. I'll probably install the throttle tomorrow. I got to line the engine too, to make it perfectly in line with the propeller shaft. And we may install the clutch and propeller shaft and stuff just to get it set up, not to leave it there. I'm not going to leave all that in the boat at this time, but and you'll see what I got to do with the clutch too, because it's going to be a special thing. But right now, steering is pretty much done. Again, once this is dry, we paint it, and we'll paint all this here too, all this area. This is a piece of PVC I inserted in there, and then epoxied. And again, we'll paint all this white to match the rest of the boat. So, Paradise. It's late, 5:30, 5:25. So we're done for today. Paradise out.